We've been doing this exercise for a little while where we look at teams and we look at the record from last year, and we just got to call our shot now. Throw your dart at the board. Are they going to be better this year or worse this year than they were last year? I want to start with Ole Miss tonight. Ole Miss was 9-3 last year. Their over-under's 8.5 if you're interested. 9-3 last year. Should have made the playoffs. It's their fault they didn't. I think they'll be worse this year. If I had to guess record-wise, I think Ole Miss may fall off a game compared to what they did last year. I think they'll still be good to excellent offensively. I'm a big believer in Austin Simmons. There's nothing you need to sell me on there. The defense is a pretty big question mark for me. They're going to have regression. We talked about that in the previous show. There will be regression. It's how much does it fall off? I don't think that portal class had the same pop that it did a cycle before. And so because of that, I look at games like the LSU game, going to Georgia and Oklahoma back-to-back, South Carolina after that. There's no bye. Like, it's at Georgia, at Oklahoma, South Carolina. They got Florida late in the year. I'm asking myself, could they lose 4 of those games? And I think they could. So it's not something I'm betting on. I don't feel that strongly about it, but I slightly lean worse than 9-3. And I hope that's not the case, because at that point you ask, man, did Ole Miss miss their best shot to do something in the playoff by missing it entirely? Next up, SMU, 11-1 last year. Yeah, you got to go worse. I mean, just we're asking what's more likely. It's far more likely they're worse. They got a tougher schedule this year than they did last year. We were talking about them. I mean, we were talking about them as being the prime sleeper contender merely because of schedule. We almost labeled them that sight unseen because of how fortuitous their schedule setup was last year. So 3 of the top 4 wide receivers are gone. Schedule gets a little bit tougher. Defensive tackle, question. Edge, question. They had to go to the portal. Not that they're the only ones who had to do this, but they had to go to the portal to backfield defensively. They had a top 10 rush defense last year. Are they just going to do that again? So if they go 10-2, I'm right. Like, they could go 10-2. They could be playing for the conference title again, and I'd be right. So I'm going to go worse for SMU. Hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not, I humbly ask that you click subscribe. It's free. It doesn't sign you up for anything. What it does is it helps us keep this show free so we can just do college football year-round. All right, back to the clip. For Nebraska, this is important. Someone go wake Compton up. William! Nebraska, I am ready to predict. I am ready to back with my own money that Nebraska will be better than 6-6 this year. Okay? It's Matt Rule. It's year 3. You know the science behind the Rule 3, the Rule of 3. TM, trademark. That's mine now. Dylan Raiola with better options. That's what I'm thinking about. Now, I don't love that Tony White's gone. I just need him to hold the rope defensively. Again, we're not trying to go 10-2 or 11-1 here. I'm trying to figure out, how does Nebraska win 8 games? 7 or 8 games. That's where they should be, at least, this year. If you look at the schedule, as many will start to do this time of year, when do they play Ohio State? Oh, they don't. Well, let me see, where's Oregon here? Oh, Oregon's not there. Well, where's the tough road games? Michigan? No, they get them at home. Oh, man, that trip to USC is going to be tough. Oh, wait, they get USC at home as well. Dude, no one wants to go to Iowa at the end of the year. Oh, Iowa comes there. They got a game at Penn State. Elsewhere, where's the road trip that I'm supposed to be scared of? So, you know what? They better win more than 6 games. Their over-under win total is what, 7.5? Yeah, they do. Will Compton and Matt Rule better not screw this up. Like, it's got to happen. I've been accused of Nebraska slander for, predicting anything less than the Big Ten championship game appearance. No, not quite that bullish yet, but they gotta do better than 6-6. Now, elsewhere in that rough portion of the country are my Iowa State Cyclones. Big 12 runners-up last year. Things just didn't go our way in the conference title game. Shame on you, Kenny Dillingham. They went 10-2 last year. There is not a bone in my body that's about to publicly state that Iowa State will be worse than that this year. I don't care what you put in front of me. I will plug my ears with both index fingers and shout, la, 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 can't hear you, as long as it takes, or until I lose my voice. I'm Team Rocco Becht all day. Quarterback, still there. Head coach, still there. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, still there. Top third of the country in returning production. Top third. It's just a stat we're throwing around now. It is a navigable schedule. There's no Texas Tech on there. There's no Baylor. There's no Utah. They got Iowa at home. Candidly, I think they do better in their house, but whatever. They get Arizona State at home. Brigham Young's at home. Again, that's not a tough road slate. So 10-2, I could see it. I could see it. And you know what? Maybe 11-1 is not out of the realm of possibility. But as we all know, Iowa State has now established themselves as a perennial contender. Okay, so nowadays in Ames, we talk about 9 or 10 wins. That's the floor. Matt Campbell will appreciate this. They love expectations up there. They love it.